Hello guys, welcome back to Simple Blissful Living. Today I'd like to share my recipe for cassava cake, the baked version with you guys. This is the Fiji style and I am including a custard topping option if you wanted to make this for the holidays to make it extra decadent. This recipe is in collaboration with my friend over at Matthew's Guyanese Cooking. He's going to be sharing his version of cassava cake with you guys, so be sure to check out his channel when you're done here. Matthew also has some great recipes on his channel, so I'm sure you're gonna love it there. Be sure to subscribe to his channel, and if you're joining me from Matthew's channel, welcome, and I really hope you enjoy this video. So this recipe is very simple. All you're going to need is some cassava. I've used fresh cassava here. You can buy it frozen. I went ahead and grated mine in the blender. You're going to need some dark brown sugar and some coconut cream. I use coconut cream because it gives it a very rich flavor and I like that in this recipe. You're also going to need some freshly grated ginger and nutmeg, and optionally you can add an egg yolk. Now this again just makes it a little bit richer. So this recipe, like I said, is very easy. You're just going to add all the ingredients in a mixing bowl and you're just going to whisk it together. The only thing you want to make sure is everything is mixed really well. So I went ahead and added my cassava, my coconut cream, and my dark brown sugar. Now I use dark brown sugar here in the US because, as I've noted before, it imparts the best Fiji sugar flavor, so it gives it that deep molasses flavor, which I really enjoy in either cassava cake or vakalolo, which is the steam version. So if you're looking for that Fiji taste, I highly recommend getting dark brown sugar. And for the ginger and the nutmeg, I really recommend that you freshly grate that, because those are the only two flavors that are in here that are spice wise, and they really come through when you have them fresh. So once you have everything mixed, we're just going to go ahead and dump this into a parchment lined baking tray. I'm using a 9x9 square baking pan here. You can use any size, just make sure it's not too big, otherwise your cassava cake is going to be really thin. So we're going to bake this at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for about 30 minutes. So while the cassava cake bakes, we're going to work on the custard topping. So for that, you're going to need coconut milk, egg yolks, some condensed milk, and a freshly grated nutmeg. I'm using coconut condensed milk because I'm dairy free and it works really well with this recipe. So if you can find it, I highly recommend it. We're going to go ahead and dump the egg yolks in mixing bowl, and you want to whisk the egg yolks very well before you add all the other ingredients. And then you basically add in your coconut cream, your condensed milk, and your nutmeg, and you just whisk it in really well. You want to make sure that you whisk this really nicely so the eggs don't curdle when you're baking it. And once your cassava cake is baked, which should take about 30 to 35 minutes, you just go ahead and pour the custard mixture on top and pop it back into the oven for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, or until the custard firms up a little bit, the cake is done. The middle does dome up a little bit, so the middle of the cake has a little bit less custard, but that works out because if anybody doesn't want a lot of custard on theirs, they can have that piece. I really hope you give this recipe a try. If not for the holidays, then any time of the year. I've had it a few times already throughout the year. It's very easy, and the custard topping and the cassava cake go so well together. It's so decadent and very delicious. If you don't want to add the custard topping, this is a very simple recipe. You just pop it in the oven and it's ready to go. Very close to vakalolo, the steam version, but with less work. So please give this recipe a try. And before you head off of here, don't forget to check out Matthew's channel and check out his version of the cassava cake that he's sharing with us. Until next time, you guys, happy holidays, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye bye.